Well, I'm getting ready to send off another 10 books. If you'd like to see what I'm sending and what I'm predicting as the grades, stick around. Welcome back, family, and thank you so much for joining me. As I stated, I've got another 10 books I'm going to be sending off. Now, I don't send off 25 books. I understand that's the biggest bang for your buck as far as saving for shipping, but that's also one heck of a big chunk out of a wallet at the same time. And since I feel really good about my pressing, but I still want to see a long history before I start dedicating that kind of money into it. So anyway, I got my 10 books ready and I got my grades predicted. And as usual, I will not be predicting 9.8s, but I'll be crossing my fingers on all the 9.6s. So first on the list, and this one's going to be hard to see because of the reflections, it's a foil, is the Quarantine Edition of Ice Cream Man #1. It's a quarantine edition. It actually has a extra cover on the inside. That's the way that they came, and it's a foil version on the outside. I really like the look of this book. I feel pretty good, confident in the fact that it will get a 9.6. I am not going to press this book. It is way too thick, and I have no idea how that foil is going to react to a press. So I'm just not going to do it. Okay, so the next one up is the Death Metal #7. But this is the Capullo 1 in 100 version. I did get a copy of this, and I'll be honest, I love the look of this book. The only cleaning that I'm going to be doing on any of these books, just so you know, is with my cloth, just to make sure I get my fingerprints off. I don't need the FBI tracking me down. Just kidding. But yeah, this looks like a very, very solid 9.6. I have yet to get my first 9.9 or a 10 book. Will I ever get one? I don't know, especially since I'm not submitting the same kind of quantities as a lot of these other guys do. But I'm hoping for, again, a 9.6 with the fingers crossed. That was noisy. Okay, the next one is Wolverine #8, but it is the Black Light homage. Yeah, I love the look of this book, and I can't wait to see it in a slab. Okay, that's just like, wow. That's another 9.6 with fingers crossed. Next one is Haha #1. Okay, but it is the Zirit version, which was limited to 500 copies. Sorry, I'm not buying any of the Donald Trump ones. Okay, that's just way too political. I'm not getting involved in it. But Haha #1 is limited to 500. That I'll get involved in. Yeah, again, this is another one of those 9.6 and cross fingers. So that's it for like the newest stuff. And now I grabbed a few books that were older. And we're going to go with the Marvel .1, #1. You can say that for like 16 different books, but this is the one with Alexander Nova. And I think this one's flying under the radar for a lot of people. They hear Marvel .1, automatically think of Miss Marvel, and this character has been referred to in a few conversations that they will be bringing him into the MCU. When? We don't know. Could it be in 2 years? Could it be in 10? We don't know. But they will be using the character. So I just figured I'd get a copy slabbed. It's a really nice looking copy. It's a 9.6 crossfinger. Now, last one I got back, I got my Shuri 1 and 2 back for the second prints. It wouldn't be fair unless I sent in my first prints as well. So I got my Shuri #1 and my Shuri #2. Da-da-da-da-da. Both, I'm thinking, are a 9.6, so let's keep our fingers crossed. The next book is the last of the ones that I'm 9.6 and crossing fingers on, and it's also another one of the ones that I want to get ready just in case the MCU goes certain directions, and that's Thunderbolts #1. Okay, and that's actually a really, really good looking book, and I want to have that one ready just in case. Again, yes, do I flip books? Absolutely. Is it for the intention of increasing my bank account? No, it's for the intention of building up money so I can get better comic books. Because, I mean, there's stuff I can't afford. If I could afford everything, would I be sending in 10 books at a time? The next book I'm thinking is, my best shot is a 9.4. I'm going to repress this one before I send it in. But it is, and I just talked about it, my ASM number 328. I love the cover. I love the fact that Spidey actually has the cosmic powers. I don't know if they're going to touch on that with all the stuff that's going on with Scarlet Witch and sword and cosmic direction that they're going. Who knows? But if they do, I mean, first off, it's a McFarlane art. It's a great book, and I'd love to have it. But I'm thinking actually it's only going to get about a 9.4. Now this next book, I'm scared to actually to grade this one because this is one of the ones that I got in the garage sale lot. Okay, and I got my Star Wars number 42, which I really thought that was going to get a better grade than it did, and I got back a 4.5. And I looked at the grader's notes and it said staining in the back, and when I flipped it over, I'm like, wow, how did I miss that staining? So check this one out. I don't see the same kind of staining. I see a little bit of dirt, which I'm going to take the cloth and wipe off fingerprints. I'm not going to clean it. I don't believe in cleaning it. I will be giving this book another press to make sure I don't have the pebbling problems, but it is Star Wars number 43. Okay, but even as such, though, with everything, down here I've got 1, 2 diagonal color breaks. You can tell that the page, the cover got folded at some point and it broke the cover, the color rather. The entire edge has been rolled over. I think that will benefit from a press properly. I don't see this coming back higher than a 6, so I'm going to hope for better, but I don't think so. Why am I pressing it for only a 6? It's the first appearance of Lando in the series that's coming out. It's the first appearance of Yoda. It's the second appearance of Boba Fett, and I just want it. That's the greatest thing about the comics, is that we just want to have it because we're nuts. So those are my 10 books that I'm going to be sending in. I'm hoping that I get the grades I want. Again, I want to try to keep going with a couple of 10 books or so every 2 weeks, so I can, once they start coming back, they're coming back in a steady stream, and I can do unboxing videos for you guys at the same time. So let me know in the comments if you think I'm crazy for sending any of these in, if you think I'm being a little bit too quick to send in some of these newer books. I mean, we all think that some of these, like 1 in 100 Capullo and whatnot, are going to do well, but, and I'd also like to know, how many 9.9s or 10s on newer modern books have you guys gotten back? I'd love to know it. And if you could, throw in a picture of it. Why not? You know, just throw in a little bragging while you're at it. But again, click on subscriptions. Please click on like. I appreciate when you do. Notifications, and share the video if you really feel like it. And again, I'd like to thank everybody for joining me. Wish me luck with these. And next thing I'm going to be working on tonight is a video for pressing. I'll talk to you later, but as always, I'm out.